Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Jorge Santiago from JBRfishing. Today we find ourselves in Stillhouse Hollow Lake, and we're going to give you a brief introduction about soft plastics, more specifically stick baits. We're going to be talking a little bit about the SENKO and how to fish it, how to rig it, and when is the best time to use it. And without further ado, here we go. So today we're going to be talking about, like I mentioned before, stick baits. First thing we have to understand is what type of forages are on our lakes. Okay, so I'm over here in Texas, so we have to understand that in the South we have three different forages. We have crawfish, we have shad, and we have brim. So keep that in mind when you're fishing with these stick baits, along with any other type of lure that you're using. You have these are the three main forages that we have. Okay, so what you want to do is that you want to imitate one of those three forages. Okay, so one thing is that you want to imitate a brim. Okay, so the main three colors that we have that we usually use here in the South, like Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Florida. We use a lot of green pumpkin. Okay, the green pumpkin is a green with black flakes. We also use, this one is two-tone, so we have also green with red flakes. It's watermelon red. Okay, we also want to imitate crawfish. Okay, we want to imitate shad. Okay, another popular color over here in the South is green pumpkin with purple flakes. And we also want to imitate in murky waters and stained waters a black with blue flake. Okay, now there's different ways to rig these. You know, first of all, that you want to imitate, you want to use them in the bottom. Okay, and the way that you want to fish these, you go either fish them through a wacky rig style. And there's different types of hooks that you could purchase out there. There are many different types. Okay, and some of them have the keeper here. It is to protect them, make them weedless. I like these. I prefer these. They are more sturdier. They protect you more with weed. They keep the weeds out a little bit better. There's other ones that are plastic. I like them, but they're a little bit more flimsier. Okay, on windy days, you might want to add them a little bit of weight to them. This is a VMC. This is 1/16. Also has a weedless barb here. 3/16 if you need a little bit more heavier. Okay, now you could also fish them Texas rig with or without a weight. Okay, now there's many ways to fish them. You could use them with extra wide gap hook, EGW. Okay, EWG, I'm sorry. You could fish them with that. Okay, or you could also fish them. I usually fish them with two different ways. I use the VMC Neko finesse hook. It's a light wire. Okay, I use that. And contrary to popular belief, I also like to use a 3/0, a flipping hook, a straight shank. Okay, now I don't use the EWG. I use them, but I barely use them at all. Okay, I use the straight shank. I don't have any with me right now. It's been raining and I had to get out of the water and couldn't do nothing with that. But I grabbed the ones that I could grab. It's a straight shank that have an offset, and it comes up and it has it keeps it in line, and it keeps it weedless. Comes down straight shank, then it comes up and it just comes up real good over here to the side. And I'll use those quite often as well. Okay, so the way that you want to rig this is usually through the egg sac right here. Right, this has an egg sac. You see the ribs? They're very easy to find. Find the ribs here. Then you find the egg sac. What you want to do is that you want to bring it right there, right in the middle. right through the middle, and fish it like that. Put the guard right there on, and just toss it, weightless. And what this does, that this creates an action when it comes down. And what I do with this, I fish it in less than 10 feet of water, okay? And it creates an action, and many people believe that it wobbles just like that. The water is not gonna let it bounce around like that, okay? But it is gonna come down, and it's gonna create like a butterfly action, real nice and smooth, that drive fish crazy. And it's gonna float down real nice and easy with that little butterfly action. And believe me, fish are gonna hit it way before it reaches the bottom. Okay, that's one way of fishing it, okay? The other way of fishing it is that you could use it Neko rig style, okay? And what I do is that I bring it down maybe about an inch, inch and a half right here, and I'll add a nail weight to the bottom, okay? All right, and it doesn't necessarily have to be this hook, okay? What I will do is that I don't have the keeper here, but you could actually use this right here. Right there. And you put a nail weight right here and just take it to town. And it's gonna come right down and it's gonna bounce the bottom with a nail weight, okay? I fished it like this before those O-rings came out with that idea. That's how I used to do it, okay? That's another way of doing it. Texas rig. Texas rig, keep in mind that when you want to do the Texas rig, many people give you the idea that you have to take a 1/4 inch, a 1/16 of an inch, or 1/2 inch. This is what you want to do. This is the right way to do it. Well, my right way of doing it. Many people have their own opinions, okay? This distance here, right here, is what you want to measure how deep you want to go with this, how deep you want to go in, okay? You bring it out, because that's how far you want to go in, because you want to bring in that eye of the eye of the hook, okay? Now, the best way to go is that you want to use, as well, that's too small, I don't have a line. Okay, let's use this one, okay? That's how far you want to go, okay? Keep that in mind. Okay, go in there. There you go, right there. Now you want to go as big as hook that you could get by without impeding the action of the lure, okay, of the lure, okay? So, and right here, right there. You want to get that in there. Once you have the string in there, you could throw it weedless, and you believe me, you're gonna catch fish. You are gonna catch fish, okay? These are my way, the way that I do it, okay? There's many other ways to do it, okay? Not all of them are right, not all of them are wrong. Everybody has their own style, everybody has their own way. All of them will catch fish, okay? As you saw in the intro, you know, I took my wife out there. She was using a WACKY rig. Actually, she was using this one right here, 1/16 ounce. The wind was blowing a little bit, okay? She was learning how to cast with a rod that I built her. So I took her out into the lake. I took her here at my local lake, Stillhouse Hollow Lake, and I showed her how to cast. And this is a great, you cannot go wrong with this bait right here. To teach somebody how to fish, this or a drop shot. So I took her out with this on a spinning reel and showed her how to cast, showed her how to jig it, let it float, let it come all the way down. She caught fish. She was happy. I didn't fish, to tell you the truth. I cast a few, but the whole purpose of it was for her to have fun. And when you're teaching somebody, it's not about catching big fish. It's not about catching the monster fish. It's about having that person enjoy the day and catch fish. If they catch a fish, the day has been made. They're happy, you're happy, you accomplish your mission. And this is how she caught it. She caught it on this right here. This right here, 16 ounce, weighted, VMC, wacky rig, hook, weedless. She did lose a few. We fished her on timber quite a bit, but she caught, you see the pictures, they're gonna be on the video, about a half pound, about a 3/4 pound. She caught about a 1 pounder. She lost about a 2.5 pounder, and yeah, we were fishing around timber, and it was my fault. I should have retied, but she was having fun, and I didn't want to stop her from fishing, so it was my fault. But still, Texas style, Neko, wacky style. You cannot go wrong with either one of those. The proper weight for the Texas rig has a flat side, has a pointy side. The pointy side has a tip. Okay. Now, one other thing that you could do is that if you want to use scent, you could dip it. You could dip it in scent. The different colors. When it comes to like the green pumpkin, I like to dip it in chartreuse. It could help you some. It'll look more like a bluegill. That'll help. In murky waters, I'll fish the black with blue flake. I'll also fish the green pumpkin with purple flake and green flake. I'll also fish the green pumpkin with black flake, or even the watermelon red. For lighter colors, they do make a green that I want to say Yamamoto makes them. The original SENKO makes them. I want to say the color is baby bass. I want to say it's called. I want to say that it is baby bass. It's a lighter green, or you want to go with something shad, light water. Lighter water. On the ground, you want to fish them on rocks. Crawfish. You could fish all of these. The edge of grass. Bedrock. Transition from pebble to a big rock. You fish them anywhere, to tell you the truth. You could fish them on grass and shake it off on top of the grass. My wife was living proof. She threw them everywhere and she caught them everywhere. I didn't even think that she was gonna catch them when she was casting, and she was just pulling them out of the water, and it shocked me. I didn't think that she was just casting and she had fun. But you could fish them anywhere. This is a fish catching magnet right here. I think this is one of the best things that they've come up with. Probably the best lure that they've come up with. I put the Ned rig and the drop shot head to head, anytime, any day of the week. Okay? So if you want somebody to learn how to fish, you want to take your child, your spouse, you want to teach somebody how to fish, I want to say that, this is not one that you want to not take out there. If this is what you have, by all means, tie one on. You will not regret it. I'm gonna leave all the links of everything that I've used here today on the bottom of the video, and the description, all the brands that we used, all the hooks that I've just showed you. Okay, that way, and all the different styles to fish them. Okay, so I hope this video was a bit instructional to you, help you become a better angler, help you and understand the different ways to fish the stick baits. And if you like this video and it's helped you and it helps somebody else, subscribe, like, share. Okay, it helps the channel quite a bit. And until the next one, out.